Welcome to All New Look Back in Amber, the official podcast from us, Newport County fans. From exclusive interviews to interesting inside insights, since 2010 we've been the best place to be for all things audio. Coming up in the next 45 minutes, I'm Lamsie, returning back to the big chair and asking all the big questions.
I'm Steve and I'm in the little chair. I've got the commentary highlights and I'll be taking points off the big teams.
I'm Luke and I'm back in the little chair. Thank you, Lamsie, for that one. I'll have your post-match interview with manager Graham Cochrane and strikers. Can they coexist?
You never look small in a little chair, Lucas Gilby said. Never miss A. Follow us wherever you find this podcast. Listen live at 2 p.m. on a Sunday and 7 p.m. on a Wednesday after all League 2 home matches.
Right here, right now.
Newport City Radio.
So, it began at 1:30 in the marquee with the NCR warm-up team who were on fire yesterday. They were brilliant. To a man and a woman, they were absolutely nailed their job yesterday.
Well done all.
It did look phenomenal when I went in there, and we know that what the warm-up team can do when they're on their game.
Yeah.
They can take it to any warm-up crew, and I think that energy transpired to Newport County yesterday.
The only wobbly link was me, which I'll tell you about a little bit later. But apart from that, the team were amazing, so thank you guys for that one. We had the kids from Coed Eva Athletic, which is really easy to say. You got to take it really slow on that one. Yep. And a blistering performance from the amazing Delicious D.
And there's a Delicious D sticker on the floor in the studio. It's like it's meant to be.
He's all over Newport City Radio, isn't he? He's doing really well. He's a bit bunged up yesterday, so he soldiered on and he did a really, really good job. So thank you, D, for that one. Also, big thank you to you guys, not you two, but you guys that came over and put some toys on the floor for our Toys Family Appeal.
That's awesome. Just
amazing. We're putting the message out there. We're collecting toys for families across Newport this Christmas. Lots of ways to do it. Obviously, check out the socials and the adverts right there on Newport City Radio. But we're specifically on the Saturday tagged in Newport County fans, and you are not letting us down. So I really, really, on behalf of the kids, appreciate it as well. And you two,
hello.
I need a word with you.
What have we done now?
Right, you two have been holding secrets from me for weeks because I've gone over the line into a new decade. I'm still finding my feet with it, you know.
Into your 20s.
Into my 20s, you know. I'm starting to get to grips with it. So I thought I'd keep a secret away from you two this time.
Okay.
Yep.
So.
The
look of anticipation on their faces. Something happened in the marquee yesterday I want to share with you both, but live on the show.
Okay.
Yep. So. We know that people enjoy listening to this show and listen to the podcast. We know that. But we don't get much direct feedback, do we?
No.
So.
There's a lot of so's in this.
There's a lot. There is. Instead of a but, because it's still good news. A gentleman approached me yesterday who shall remain nameless for two reasons. We're going to protect his identity, and I didn't ask him his name. So for that reason, and he came up to me and he said, I've been listening to the podcast for ages. He said, and I really, really enjoy it. He said, I just love the communication between you three people on there. Obviously, you two were rubbish the last two shows, so I'm here to sort that out. He singled out Stephen. He said, Stephen just seems like a really cool, chilled out guy. And I said, but he's a solid midfielder.
Yeah.
He's the Jan Mulby to look back at Amber.
Yeah. So I just want to share that with you because,
you know, very kind. Thanks very much.
He's talking to me. I showed him. I had goosebumps. So if you do see us out and about, really obvious, we were all in white hoodies yesterday. We looked like some sort of like, no, you let us down yesterday.
I didn't get the memo.
You didn't get the
branding.
memo. You didn't have to wear it because you're doing different stuff for us. But yeah, the whole warm-up team and Luke were wearing, myself wearing the hoodies as well. So we were very identifiable yesterday. So please, come up to us, come up to me, and just let me know what you're thinking. I said to him, anything we can improve? We went, no, just carry on.
Okay.
You're my favourite human ever.
Can we have that in writing?
Yeah.
So I understand that, man. But yeah, we'll take any feedback. So I just want to share that with you both online.
Oh, that's great.
That's awesome.
Because we love doing this, and we love doing it for you listening. But it's not very often we get direct feedback like that. So we ask you to message us, to drop us a line through social media and stuff like that. But it's really nice when someone just comes up to us and just goes, Guys, I love it, which is brilliant. Thank you. Okay, it continued at 3 p.m. with Stephen and Luke after that massive, huge ego boost yesterday.
It did, and Stephen was on his own in a very...
You were in the Bisley.
I was. Don't give away my secrets.
You got downgraded for that day.
Well, kind of, because I was up in what is known as the video control room, because on Boxing Day I will be in charge of all the stadium graphics and the LED boards and the LED screens, so everything you see, including a really nice advert for a certain Newport County based podcast. I don't know what that could be.
I'm expecting to see that a lot on Boxing Day. The thing is though, right, he's gone 18, he's now 19. This could be the Christmas where he finds alcohol properly.
Yeah.
It could be a great big stinking mess on Boxing Day. That's all I'm saying. Okay, let's get on with the show. Stephen, Stockport's recent form, please.
Yes, well, Stockport County, they'd won their last 12 matches in League 2. Only one defeat in the last 16 matches in all competitions, which was a 2-0 defeat to Bolton in the EFL Trophy. Stockport had won their last 6 away matches in League 2. Their last defeat was a 3-2 defeat to Mansfield Town in August. Stockport County are the highest scorers in League 2 with 39 goals in 18 matches, and the highest scorers away from home, also 19 goals in 8 away matches. And Stockport County were looking to beat the record for consecutive wins in League 2, with Luton currently holding the record on 12 wins, which was done in 2002, and they were hoping to equal the record for EFL wins, which is currently held by Newcastle, which was held 13 wins in 1991-92.
And that's what the guy was talking about in the marquee yesterday. There's that cool, calm delivery that we expect of Stephen Howell. That's going to be completely ruined in about 10 seconds. So you go, look, Newport County, how did they line up yesterday?
Yeah, I don't think I can do this in the cool style that Stephen does it. But Nick Townsend in goal, back through a Matty Baker return from Wales into 21 duty, James Clark and Ryan Delaney, Shane McLaughlin and Lewis Payne as the wing-backs, Bryn Mawr, Scott Bennett in midfield with Omar Bogle, Will Evans and Sarah Palmer holding up front. How's that going to work?
Okay, we'll find out. I will again admit a mistake from the warm-up on Saturday because they changed the graphic, the colour of the graphic. I'm always looking for the amber graphic to see who's playing for Newport County when we announced it with the kids. I ended up reading the wrong team sheet. But luckily, only one person noticed, and that wasn't the guy that complimented us on the podcast. So that's good news. Should we get in there? Should we have a little listen to what happened yesterday afternoon at 3 o'clock?
I think we should.
Good afternoon and welcome to Ronnie Parade for the Sky Bet League 2 fixture between Newport County and Stockport County. A tale of two counties here this afternoon. One chasing records. Stockport looked to beat the record for consecutive wins in League 2, which was held by Luton, who won 12 matches between February and April 2002. The last team to win 13 EFL matches was Newcastle United in 1991-92. Designated game in support of former Newport County striker Jason Bowen and the charity Motor Neuron Disease Association. It's been a special guest at the game, a Newport County wearing a special kit which has been released in order to raise funds for the former XL striker. Plays back towards Pye, but Palmer Hollands managed to win the ball for Newport County, and then Powell's won it again. Oh, it's getting a bit spicy. Challenges going in everywhere. Will Evans in on Crossdale. The referee's dropped his whistle. He's on his knees. I think he might have taken a whack in the jaw there. It's not the first time a referee's been on his knees here at Ronnie Parade this season, that's for sure. Bogle and McLaughlin over it. Maybe Bogle's fancying curler. No, he's left it. McLaughlin. Everybody bar Payne and Morris in the area. Oh, it's played short to Bryn Morris. There is a brilliant goal! Wow, what a goal! Newport County take the lead here, and it's Bryn Morris from outside the area. A lovely set piece there for his 4th goal of the season in the league. What a brilliant move by Newport County there. 49 minutes have gone. Newport County 1, Stockport County 0. Wow, what a moment. Lovely set piece. Rolled out to Bryn Morris, who struck it with aplomb. He doesn't do tap-ins, that man. Well, I said it'd be a great time to score, and that's exactly what they've done. In towards the low favour. Newport come away with the ball again here. Palmer Holden, lovely ball out wide to Will Evans. Oh, he's fouled there by Toure, surely. That's a yellow card. Ibo Toure, really nasty foul on Will Evans there. Evans holds the ball up. Morris, ball over the top. Payne looking to get onto this. Palmer Holden's in the middle. Evans is arriving in the area. Oh, same towards Palmer Holden, but it's headed away. Comes to Shane McLaughlin in the area. What a goal! Newport County 2. Stockport County 0. Shane McLaughlin with his 4th goal of the season. Controlled the ball lovely and blasted it into the corner. Wow, wow, wow. What a turn of events here at Rodney Parade. Newport County 2, Stockport County 0. Bogle looks up, he's got Evans in the wide right area. Beautiful ball, well controlled by Evans. Oh, but it's a good tackle by the defender. But Morris picks it up now. Evans in the area. What can he do with this? He shoots! Oh! Well, lovely counter-attack move there by Newport County. Almost finished off by Will Evans. Ball out wide. Wooten heads it infield towards Madden. What a save by Nick Townsend there. And Collins on the rebound. And it's blocked by Scott Bennett. Wow! Do you ever get the feeling it's not going to be your day? Well, I think Stockport County are probably getting that feeling right about now. Madden plays the ball in towards Southern Hales. Cross into the area. Townsend's underneath it. And it's gone in. Surely that's a foul on the goalkeeper. Nope, it's being given. A low fee was underneath it. So Stockport County get a goal back in added time. Surely that's too late, too little for them. But it looked like a foul on the goalkeeper to me. So surely this must be the last kick. And there you have it. The referee blows his whistle. Full time here at Rodney Parade. Ends Newport County 2. Stockport County 1. Stockport County failed to break the record held by Luton that was held since April 2002. And they also failed to equal the Newcastle record from 1991-92 where they won 13 consecutive matches. So it's the first defeat for Stockport since Mansfield in August. And that was also their last away defeat as well. So it's the first defeat in 7 league away games for Stockport County. Newport County, after drawing in their last 2 league matches at home, have now got a win. So that's 2 wins in the last 8 at home. And that's the first Football League win over Stockport County since March 1980 at Summerton Park, which was a 3-0 home win. So all in all, tremendous day for Newport County. Goals from Bryn Morris and Shane McLaughlin, and a controversial goal at the end for Lofi. But top of the table, Stockport County have fallen to defeat here against Graham Coughlin's men. So it ends Newport County 2, Stockport County 1.
Smooth, cool, calm, collected Stephen Howell.
Yes.
Wow. I don't
Not when I'm watching football.
Everybody was not expecting that, were they?
No.
So that's
well, I was. I said on the last podcast we were going to win 2-1, I think.
You did,
and I said it to the
heard,
Sky guy yesterday as well. Yeah, I was firmly of the belief we were going to do it. Yeah.
Okay, so shall we have a little listen to Graham Coughlin on the post-match interview?
Why not?
I think we should.
I'm asking lots of questions today of you both, and they're meant to be rhetorical, but I like you joining in.
Well, I'm a little bit annoyed we conceded at the end, to be honest. I thought that was a clean sheet. We should have kept a clean sheet. But like I say, it's I've just said that to the lads in there. You can probably see why I'm frustrated, why I get annoyed, why I get angry. You can probably see the world I live in at this moment in time, because them lads are capable of that. And I know they're capable of it, but it's just getting that consistency week in and week out, just keeping them standards. So, look, it's a great victory. But like I keep saying, and I said it after Gillingham, I said it after MK Dons, we want to be a consistent team. We don't want to be a team that delivers once a month or twice a month. We want to be a consistent team. We want consistent results. We want consistent performances. And in fairness to them, the performances this season have been really, really high. 90% of our games have been really good performances, even though the results haven't matched. But look, it's about building and it's about kicking on. But let's not get carried away and let's not get too excited about the victory. Let's string a few together. Let's string a few victories together, and then maybe I might crack a smile.
I know you're frustrated with the goal that you conceded at the end, but for 95 minutes you went toe-to-toe with the team top of the league on a 12-game winning streak. As in, that must give you confidence, something to build on between now and the end of the season.
Look, I'm frustrated because I'm centre half and I like clean sheets, and if you want to build consistency, continuity, consistency and confidence, that comes with winning and that comes with clean sheets. But yeah, I thought overall our performance was really good. There's not a lot of teams in the league can live with them, never mind match them. Stockport, in fairness to them, and a lot of credit must go to them for what they've done, not only last season but this season as well. Dave, I know Davey's a really, really top manager, so I thought today our tactics was spot on. The lads carried it out, letter of the law. A little bit more quality at times, and we could have maybe opened them up. Will squandered one or two little opportunities, but I thought overall the goals we got were good goals. Did we deserve to win the game? I think we did. On the whole, I do. Yeah, I do honestly believe we deserved to win the game. We more than matched them. But my message now is let's go and let's match another team, and let's go and try and put a little run together. And that's the challenge for this group of lads. We will get fit, we will get healthy, we will have players coming back, and at some stage, I'm pretty confident we will be able to put 7 on the bench between now and the end of the season. I'm pretty sure of that. So look, at the end of the day, there's a little bit of light. There's a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel for myself, for the football club, and for the players. And we'll clutch to that, and we'll run along with that. And if they keep giving us that work rate, that attitude, that commitment, which they have been doing all season, you'll win more games than you lose.
And just final one from me. You mentioned the goals you scored today. A word about the goal that Shane McLaughlin scored in that second half. He's played in defence for you this season. He's played on the right hand side, played on the left today. What a goal with his weakest foot.
There's a song there somewhere, isn't there? He played on the right, he played on the left. Look, he's been brilliant. And like I said, that was part of the recruitment policy in the summer. We knew we were going to be short on numbers. We knew we weren't going to be able to afford a big squad. So we kind of knew we had to bring in 1 or 2 utility players that could fill spaces for us, and as you quite rightly say, fill 2 or 3 positions. But the goal was, look, this is Newport County. We won't get any accolades. Will Evans should have been Player of the Month in August. We don't get accolades, and we don't want accolades. But if that's not Goal of the Month, a goal of the season, I'll eat me hat. I don't wear the hat, by the way. So it's certainly a contender, because it was a hell of a strike on his left foot, and he's a right-footed player. It was a brilliant strike. And if that was in the Premier League or the Championship, I'm sure you'll be seeing it over and over again, and people will be banging on about it. But little old Newport, little old League Two, we don't get the recognition that we deserve. But let me tell you, there's some quality players, and Shane McLaughlin is one of them in this division.
Gives a real lift for another tough trip game, let alone with the travel added in on Tuesday to Morecambe as well. It'd be a tough one, won't it?
Yeah, look, that type of, we've seen that, and you've seen us as well this season, Chris. You've seen that type of performance on a Saturday. The energy levels are high, and then on a Tuesday and the following Saturday, you might not have that type of energy, because it does take its toll. And like I keep saying, it's the same group of people, so the fresh legs and getting 1 or 2 back this week will be important to us. It's a necessity, really, because I can't keep asking. I'm asking Matty Boneswell, I'm asking Louis Payne, 18, 19-year-old lads to go Saturday, Tuesday. The bodies just don't allow it because they're not developed enough and they haven't had that in their careers, so it's tough on them. Even Seb to go Saturday, Tuesday, that's a big ask. Kiban Ray, the young lads. So it's a great learning curve for them. But we just have to get our head down tonight, wake up in the morning, fingers crossed there's no new injury worries, see how we are, and then start that prep for as you say, a trek to Morecambe.
You might have seen the results. They lost 6-0 at Wrexham. I presume, cliche, but you might get reaction from them to that because they are a good side.
You'll get a reaction to that. Jesus, you get a reaction to that. But a lot of teams could lose 6-0 to Wrexham, so I wouldn't read too much into that. And it is a division that there's any given day anybody can beat anybody. So and we have seen quite a few freak scorelines over the course of the season. So, but yeah, look, you're going to get a reaction. We know that. So we'll be ready.
There you go. Very happy send in, dare I say, even though he denied it in the interview. But upbeat, Graham Coughlin, to say the least. Stephen, reasons to be cheerful.
Yeah, I think it was quite a few yesterday, despite the clean sheet. I loved Graham Coughlin's some of the quotes in our press conference. But I think the first thing that I want to say is I thought it was really, really classy of the club yesterday to have this match for Jason Bowen and the Motor Neuron Disease Society. A really nice moment at half time where they gave him a shirt and David Pipe came on the pitch to give him the shirt. He had Bowen's number on his back of his tracksuit as well. I just think it's something that the club does so well.
Did Pipey and Jason Bowen play together?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I was thinking about that yesterday.
There'd have to be some sort of link there,
yeah,
there?
I think so. They probably did.
Well done, you two experts. Our listener who's shaking his head at us going, why am I bothering?
Yeah. And I just thought it was a really quality moment. But I just think I loved yesterday. I thought they played really well in the first half. They were closing down Stockport, who were happy to play the ball around at the back. They were making it difficult for them when they were in or out of possession, because even when they got the ball into the midfield, they were closing them down. I think that was a really good feature of the play yesterday. Yeah, I was not impressed with Stockport, to be honest. They showed glimpses of quality, what they can do, but nothing over a sustained period. But I think that was down to the way Newport, like I just said, closed them down and denied them those opportunities to play the ball like they wanted to. Yeah, they caused a couple of problems, but I think Newport adapted to that really well and defended really well. I thought the goal came at a really good time, just before half time. Would have probably they would have probably gone in happy at Newport, but they probably went in a lot happier than what they would have done, going 1-0 up. And I think they deserved it for the way that they played in our first half. And then the second half, I was expecting an onslaught from Stockport County coming out. They wanted to kind of get this record, maintain their unbeaten run, but it didn't really happen. Just did not happen. They had a couple of half chances. There was only one moment, which you heard in the commentary. Townsend made a really good save and Bennett made a block. But apart from that, they didn't really offer much. And that really shocked me. I think it shocked their fans as well, because I was talking to some on the way back into town. Lovely moves for the two goals, the set piece move and the second goal as well for Shane McLaughlin. What a finish, and controlled on his chest, and the ball, the way he hit it, I watched it back on the highlights and it kind of bends into the net.
Yeah,
what a goal. Definitely.
I think I've seen it. I don't know if you remember the goal in the 2018 World Cup. Do you remember the goal that Benjamin Pavard scored for France against Argentina?
Oh, yeah. Somebody said that on social media yesterday.
Yeah,
who needs Pavard. Yeah,
it was very similar to that goal.
Stockport, they made 3 changes during the second half. They didn't really have an impact on the game. Madden had a couple of good moments, but other than that, not much. And then, you had the luxury of taking Palmer holding off for 2-0 up. I thought he had a really brilliant game. His movement off the ball was superb yesterday. He's really brought back what he was giving us at the start of the season. Yeah, a bit disappointing to concede later on. I don't think it should have been a goal. I think it should have been a foul on the keeper. Yeah, what a fantastic result. Superb performance. They were lacklustre yesterday, Stockport. But when you come up against these teams and they're having an off day, you've got to take advantage. Yeah. And I think that's what they did really well.
Okay. Luke, from your elated position in the posh end.
Well, in the first half, because of where we were, we kind of had the sun in our eyes, because as the sun was setting, it was setting over over that side behind the.
This is Luke speak for saying that he didn't watch the game.
He didn't watch the game.
Didn't
no.
watch the game.
I did watch the
Yeah,
game. I did watch the game.
This is why Luke needs his handler Stephen with him, so Luke can actually do what he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stephen, fancy coming to in the video control room on Boxing Day?
No.
No, I thought the first half. I could see why Stockport are doing so well. I thought that they had most of the play, most of the possession. Yeah, I thought that goal the Brimo scored, that set piece routine, I'd noticed they've been trying that for most of the first half. Whether it be a free kick that was played in low and quick, or whether it be a corner that was played, I don't know, from McLaughlin to Bogle, and then Bogle will pass it out to the man on the edge of the box to have a shot or whatever. That it was something I noticed, and it was nice. It's nice when you see set piece routines play off.
Yeah, because Bogle did one, didn't he? He just
He
made a right hash of it. He fired it over.
Hit it straight over the bar.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of wins, I did put to Graham Cochran after the game, where does this rank in terms of his time at the club in terms of wins? Because as we were saying, the last time they lost was the end of August against Mansfield to themselves. Yesterday, lost for the first time this season in the league.
Yeah.
So the only team to beat them in the league is someone who's, again, unlike them, gone on a really, really long unbeaten run. They haven't lost to Newport County, who are still riddled with injuries. Yes, we've got one or two coming back, and I think Graham Cochran said as well after the game he's hoping to have one or two more. But when I pressed him on it, he obviously he can say who. Potentially Aaron Wildig, maybe.
Well, we would say he's keeping it under his hat, but he doesn't wear the hat,
does
as he
wear a
told
hat.
us in the press conference.
And
But
if
if it gets much colder at Rodney Parade, I
It
think he will be
does.
wearing a hat in a week
I
or
just
two.
see Graham wearing a nice flat cap. I got him
Think
down as a
so.
flat cap sort of guy.
Yeah.
Peaky
yeah.
Blinders style.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're going for. Let's talk about, because I know that, Luke, you want to talk about strikers. I know that, Stephen, you're going to talk about taking points on the big team. So we're going to leave that for a second. Let me talk about the state of the team. So the levels of fitness. Declan was over at the marquee.
Who else did grab with you yesterday?
Adam was with us as well.
Okay.
So great.
nice.
Those two are like a double act. They're brilliant.
I did
Scout
see.
says, isn't it?
I did see Adam, because of where I was, I could see Adam doing a few drills, whether that was fitness drills or whether that was the stretches or whatever, with one or two of the physio teams. So maybe something to keep an eye on there, maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure they both said over there, because again, it's such a depression environment. I'm juggling a lot of things. Like the moment we got the kids asking the questions, I think about the team news, which we read it wrong. So there's a lot of things juggling, but I'm sure they both said they're going to be back roughly at the same time. And I think one of the kids turned around and said, "Which game would you like to score in?" And obviously they both got a little eye on Wrexham, haven't they?
Yeah.
So I don't know whether that was just them answering the question the best that they could for the kids, or whether there's any intent on that one. So,
Yeah, you want to score against Wrexham so you can get yourself on Disney Plus in about a year's time.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's all about the
Are
profile.
you waiting for the call, Stephen, from Ryan Reynolds to be interviewed?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Back onto football. So fitness levels, how's the squad looking?
I think they look good. Obviously, you have to be fit and you have to be very energetic for the way that we played yesterday in terms of the high press, the as you said, Stephen, when you were summing up the match there, you know, the Stockport didn't have 2 seconds. Every time they had the ball, there was a Newport County player on them. But the only downside is because of the injuries. Yes, the bench looked healthier yesterday in terms we had Matty Bonswell there, James Waite, Nathan Wood, Kiban Rai, you know, players who have played in the first team this season. So the bench is getting stronger from a few weeks ago when we only were able to name 5 substitutes, and 2 of those were 18-year-old academy prospects. Yes, Nelson Sank was on the bench yesterday. But I think in terms of, I think the key now is going to be Tuesday against Morecambe. How do they perform on Tuesday? Because that will give us a clear indication of the energy levels in terms of how much they have to give yesterday, how much they got left. And obviously we know it's a short recovery time from now until Tuesday. It's only, you got tomorrow, haven't you, to prepare before the almighty trip up north to Morecambe.
I just really hope this is turning the corner. It feels from what Graham's saying, like what he's saying. He sent, was it Ollie Thomas back to Bristol?
Ollie Thomas back
so
to
he's got to be
Bristol.
quite confident
But
that
I
he's got
think
enough there.
that was the case of, right, as soon as Seb is back,
Yeah.
he goes back.
Yeah, and I think so. There's got to be confidence that Seb is ready to go. So
Yeah.
I'm just feeling that. And God, we can't have any more bad luck, can we, when it comes to injuries? Surely.
No, hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
So I'm hoping this is a big turning point, and no doubt we'll keep an eye on that one. Okay, let's go to the absolutely county man of the match. I've been away 2 shows and I can't speak.
Haha. So, your options yesterday for absolutely county man of the match. I could have picked the whole team yesterday. I think our good friend Kieran, who is doing some really, really good stuff at the moment, said, where's the whole team button? And yeah, you could have had the whole team, everyone from Townsend right through. So your options were Shane McLaughlin, Bryn Morris, Omar Bogle, who we'll talk about in a little bit, and other in which you can let me know. Stephen.
Yeah.
In the commentary then, which we just heard, Bryn Morris was given this man of the match by Jason Bowen.
Yeah, by Jason Bowen.
Bowen.
Mm.
Do you agree with Mr. Bowen?
Yeah, it's difficult, Nick, because he scored. I'd probably say McLaughlin just edges it because he got an assist and a goal.
I'm nodding here, which is great for radio. I agree.
Yeah,
I absolutely agree.
I think he just edges it.
Once
McLaughlin.
again, Stephen, you are a man of the people.
Yeah.
With 63% of the vote, the absolute county man of the match is Mr. Shane McLaughlin.
There we go. Brilliant. Stephen, what have you got next for us?
Yes, well, I'm going to ask, how important is it to take points off the big teams?
Okay, do you need help in saving for big events like planning for a family? Newport Credit Union will help you through it. To find out more and to see how they can help you and to join them, search online for Newport Credit Union.
Right here.
Right here.
Right now.
Right now.
Newport City Radio.
So for my talking point this week, I'm going to have a look at ask how important is it to start taking points off the big teams? And by the big teams, I mean teams above us in the table. Yesterday, the win against Stockport was the first time this season that Newport have beaten a side above them in the table at home. So I think it's going to be a landmark moment for the season. So I'm going to ask you, Luke, how important is it to take points from the teams above us?
I think it's going to be key. And it goes back to probably something I've known at Newport County, that when the big teams are in town, like the Stockports, like this season when the Wrexhams come to town, the Notts Counties come to town, the Mansfields come to town, then we turn up. The crowd, probably a bumper crowd, as we've seen yesterday. I think there's about 4,500 people there. And the crowd will turn up, and that will translate onto the pitch. So I think in terms of, obviously, we beat the teams around you. That's going to be key. Obviously, we know the situation we're in up until January when the takeover hopefully will go through, and then Graham Coughlin or whoever the manager might be then will have some funds to do something with this squad, which I think is needed. I think Graham Coughlin's spoken about adding a little bit of quality in some areas, which I think is probably needed. But yeah, it's going to be, I think the most important thing, though, like I said, is beating the teams around you.
Yeah.
Just to consolidate your League 2 status, because I think at the start of the season, 99.9% of the Newport County fans, all they said is we want to survive. We don't care about anything else. All we need is to survive. And I think we beat the teams around us, which we're doing, you know. The Forest Greens, the Suttons, but the Colchesters, Doncasters, we're playing these teams. We drew with Walsall, you know, we're playing these teams and we're beating them or drawing them, which is what you need to be doing, just to make sure that you are the right side of the relegation zone.
Yeah, because against the teams below them, they've won 3 and drawn 1. So yeah, and yeah, although they did lose to Harrogate and Bradford, so yeah, away from home, I think they need to improve as well. They've only got 1 win against teams above them, which was at Gillingham. They've lost the other 6. Mr. Lamsdale, what do you think about beating the teams above us?
Yeah, it's just great for confidence, isn't it? And I think if you're looking at it, it's great for the manager. Because he's built his team, he's got absolute belief in what they've got. It's his team now, pretty much, and he's just been, as we've spoken about, just injury ravaged is the understatement of the season. That's going to be the turning point of the whole season, you know, just how that's happened. But when you get a result against Stockport like that, who are on that absolutely brilliant winning run, and you're playing against the teams above you and doing so well, that's just great news.
Yeah,
and is it the case that he's built a team that could be long way to go yet, but if could get promoted, that team looks like they're very happy playing a League One style football.
Yeah, and you could kind of see that when you played against Cheltenham, more so than Bristol Rovers. They Newport County looked like the League One side. I was watching that game.
Yeah.
Bristol Rovers, but you could see that they had League One quality, and I think it was that little bit of quality in the end that shone through for Rovers on the night, which knocked us out the Bristol Street Motors Trophy. But for large parts of that game, we competed well. We looked good in that game. I know me and you, Stephen, were there on. You were doing commentary with Chris, and I was watching the game. But yeah, we have shown that we have the capability of competing with teams from a higher division. Look at Brentford as well. Drew 1-1 with them after full time.
I would say just over a year ago, it looked like we were Premier League standard because we did a really, really nice job against Leicester, didn't we? Until the final bit. But that week, there was a good performance against Leicester.
Yeah.
So you go. I think it's brilliant for confidence, and it shows the ability that's being built there. And it's what an absolute shame that we've gone all this time with the amount of injuries and it's not been able to translate. But I think the fans have been rightly patient with him. And there was a bit of silliness apparently some point yesterday in the game. And I think there was more banter than aimed at the manager. But yeah, I think in the gaffer we trust.
Absolutely. Yeah, I just think it's really important for them to build on this now. And certainly if they want to kind of move up the table, get away from that relegation area, because we were kind of getting dragged into it a bit. It's important to kind of to go and get results against the big teams. And like you said, I think we do compete really, really well.
And we've got some nice fixtures coming up next as well, which we'll come on to a little bit later.
Do you need help saving for big events like planning a family? Newport Credit Union will help you through it. To find out more and see how they can help you and to join them, search online for Newport Credit Union.
Right here.
Right here.
Right now.
Right now.
Newport City Radio.
So for my talking point this week, I want to cast your mind back to about 18 months, 2 years ago, when we had three players by the name of Ollie Cooper, Jake Kane and Finn Azaz in the team. And I asked the question, how do you put all three of them in the team? The answer, which James Roby made very clear, is play all three of them. Now, fast forward 18 months to 2 years, we have the same dilemma again, but this time it's up front. Will Evans, Seb Palmer-Holden and Omar Bogle. All three of them fantastic strikers, their own qualities, in their own way. So Stephen, hang on, before we hear from Stephen, it's only right that we hear from the man who actually picks the team and puts these players in their positions, Mr. Graham Coughlin.
Slightly different role for Omar today in terms of the shape. What was the thinking behind that?
Well, we just thought we'd use Seb and Will's legs to go in behind. We wanted to get the press on early. We wanted to probably emulate the Forest Green and the Doncaster games early on in the season when we had Seb last available. So we wanted to use Will and Seb's energy and legs. Any clearances or any forward passes could go into Omar's feet. He's quite good on the turn. He switches play. He occupies defenders. And we just thought we could get a little bit of space, and he could also arrive in the box as well when we went down the side. So there was numerous reasons, but I thought the top three, I thought Seb, Will and Omar, they got the game tactically spot on. They got it right. They carried out the detail that we asked them to. And overall, I think they all did. In fairness to them, it was a pleasing performance, a really pleasing afternoon. But it's only 3 points. It's another 3 points on the board on the journey
so Stephen,
to where we want to get to.
Mm-hmm.
As you're frantically writing some notes down,
Yep.
What do you do? Before you answer that question, Omar Bogle yesterday probably seen it better than I did. He was a little bit deeper. Before we compared him to Harry Kane in terms of he's that goal scorer, but he can also drop deep and be that creative player.
Yep.
Did you see that yesterday more so than?
Yeah,
because
I think we saw it in a game. Was it in the FA Cup maybe, when he kind of dropped deep and he played that amazing pass out for a goal. Yeah, he was definitely. I think what was nice yesterday was, like Graham Coughlin has just spoke about, he kind of, by going deep into those areas, and then you've got Evans and Palmer-Holden running in front and running in behind and occupying defenders, it causes a problem. But what Bogle also does as well is he'll draw defenders out as well. So if there's a defender marking him and he's going into the midfield, it's going to cause the opposition a problem, because who picks him up? Is it the defence? Is it the midfield? So he's getting a bit of joy. And like Graham just said, he's really, really good at like turning on the ball and playing passes. I really love that part about his game. The only thing I'd say though is one of my kind of issues is you kind of want him in the box on times. If you get the ball out wide, you kind of want him in there. I mean, the amount of goals he scored last season is... but yeah, he's bringing something different, and I think with the two of them, I think it's causing... I thought it was really brave yesterday to go with 3 up front against Stockport. One of the best defences and one of obviously the best teams. But yeah, I just think it just causes problems. I think it causes the opposition different sorts of problems as well. So, but I think what you probably got to do is kind of base it week to week on who you're playing and how do they set up, and so maybe that will have an influence. Maybe go 3 up front at home, but maybe go with a 2 away from home. So yeah, maybe mix it up a bit that way. Obviously, he's got to manage Palmer Holden. He can only play certain amounts of time. It's going to be a couple of weeks before he can kind of play a full 90 minutes. So we've got to kind of look after him as well a bit. But I was excited yesterday with the 3 of them. I'd play all 3.
You play all 3?
Yeah.
Lamsie, do you agree with those words?
Yeah, for pretty much along the same sort of lines. They're a handful. Put the 3 on, it's a handful, and then the other players can come in, as we saw yesterday, because the goals notably didn't come from our strikers yesterday.
Yeah.
So it's just a disturbance factor that I don't care who gets goals, who scores them. I just want goals. I just want us to keep winning. So anything that's going to help that process out. But I'm just wondering, this is where I'm going to rely on you two for a bit of input on this one, is that you mentioned about having Bogle in the box. I've said before that I'd like Will Evans a bit more central as well.
Yeah, they were doing really well yesterday about getting into the box. If they were getting a lot of players into the box yesterday as well, which was really nice to see.
Does it have to be an old school number 9, number 10 situation?
No, not really.
Because then, with the 3 as well, if they all get in the box at the same time, that will create an overload, especially if you're up against the back 4, because you're going to have potentially the 4 back out to try and defend the cross, which will then leave a 3-on-2 in the box in Newport County's favour. So yeah.
And they were on times yesterday. All 3 of them were in the area on times as well. So I was really excited to see, and I think they are going to cause teams problems.
Yeah, you just said about causing teams problems. Hopefully they will cause a few teams problems, and we'll talk about those teams in a couple of minutes' time. But Lamsie, what's coming up next?
I think it's about time we had a few more score predictions. So we never go back and review the score predictions. We just do it for a bit of a... because it just feels natural that we should talk about predicting what the score is going to be.
We should create some kind of predictions league.
Oh, no, we're fine as we are. But Cloppiola over there called it right on the last one, so we should give him credit for that one. I think we already have throughout the show, but I just want
I think I've had a bit too much credit on this show now.
Will he be able to get it right this time?
Ooh, we'll see.
We'll find out next.
Do you need help saving for big events like moving? Newport Credit Union will help you through it. To find out more and to see how to join them, search online for Newport Credit Union.
Right here, right now.
Newport City Radio.
So we are into the next couple of games, which is very exciting because we've got an FA Cup match in there. So let's talk about it first. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We are away to Morecambe on Tuesday, the 28th of November. So this is this Tuesday. Luke, what's the score going to be?
Ooh, they lost 6-0 yesterday to Wrexham. Not an easy scoreline for them. Ryan Delaney going back to his old club. Maybe Aaron Wildig potentially going back to his old club as well. I'm going to say 2-0 Newport. Omar Bogle and Seb Palmer Holden will score.
Yeah, I think they're unbeaten at home this season, even though they've lost the last 3 matches. We've lost the last 2 meetings in the FA Cup, which Aaron Wildig scored in. And we lost the league playoff final.
We don't mention that.
We don't mention that. But in the league, we've won the last 3. We've not lost since 2019. So I think I'll go for another 2-1 win.
Okay, so next up it is going to be the FA Cup.
What do you think the score's going to be?
Oh, don't give predictions. I'm not going down that route, Luke.
No?
No.
Yeah.
3-0. FA Cup, Saturday the 2nd of December. Barnet are the visitors this time round.
Yeah.
So there we go. So that's going to be an interesting
Or
one.
what did Rayo and Angela Clarkson call them yesterday?
Barrett. As in the
I
Holmes.
used to have a friend called Barrett.
Oh, there we go. That just
Lovely fella.
shows how posh Stephen really is. He hides all this, but there you go. FA Cup action, Saturday the 2nd of December. Barnet are the visitors. No warm-up on that day because it's an FA Cup, so we're not going to be around for that one. But we'll be back on the 16th, so the Grimsby game, which we'll talk about next time round. Luke, so not only do I want a score prediction off you, but I also want from you what team selection should he go with. So take the team selection first. And then we'll
selection first. Nick Townsend in goal. Back three is the one we seen yesterday. Ryan Delaney, Matty Baker and James Clark. Benno and Morris in midfield. Bonswell and Payne as the full-backs. McLaughlin maybe drops into midfield. He's got so many options. He does have a few options now, which is healthy to see. With Will Evans, Seb Palmer holding up front. I think he's going to... Now he's got one or two players back. I think he's going to...
He's going to rest them.
Going to rest some, yeah. But Barnet will be a difficult team to play. They're currently third in the National League, 42 points from 22 games. They lost yesterday to Wealdstone, which is obviously Sam Bowen's team.
Yeah.
Sam Bowen did play yesterday, so maybe Agent Sam Bowen will give some tips to Graham Coughlin.
Yep.
It's a good day in the Bowen household yesterday, so I'm going to say we're going to win. We're going to win 2-0. I think it'll be closer than the Oldham game, but I don't think it'll be too close, and I think we'll go on to draw. Who will we draw? Swansea City away in the third round.
That was an additional question that Luke put on there for himself, but there you go. Thank you for answering that one, Stephen. Let's take it bit by bit. So don't go through the team.
I won't go through the teams, okay. I've already got what I'm going to say lined up.
Go for it.
Yeah, strong as possible. Probably I'd say maybe the same team as what we played yesterday. Yeah, exactly the same. Just yeah, you want to get through the third round. Yeah, you want to be in it to win it. So, yeah, get Liverpool away maybe in January. And, again,
I thought we were doing Liverpool away in December.
we are, yeah, but we can go again in January. It's fine.
we could do.
Yeah, Barnet, they've lost their last 4 matches. Their last win was in the FA Cup. We've actually met them twice before in the FA Cup. We won 1-0 away in December 2015, and we lost 6-1 away in November 1970. So I hope it's not a repeat of that. For me, I think we're going to win 3-1.
Okay, brilliant. And who would you like out of the draw? Should we get that far?
He's just said it, hasn't he?
Liverpool away.
You just say Liverpool away. Sorry, I did.
Yep.
Who would you like to draw if we do make it through? Touch wood we do.
It's going to be Everton, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll have a 10 points back, please. Thank you. Yeah. There you go. Controversial right to the end. Thank you for listening today. As always, we would love to read your thoughts about our thoughts on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And as you might have guessed by the start of the show, we really, really mean it. We would love to hear from you. It's great getting that feedback. Or come and say hello in person. That was a really sweet moment. Thank you very much again. We're also on email, contact@newportcityradio.org. We will accept all your comments there. And these two will catch you on Sunday, the 3rd of December, as we continue to look back in amber at the 23-24 season. More talking points, more banter, and more top-class analysis.
Right here.
Right here.
Right now.
Right now.
Newport City Radio.